Hello students, good morning. Welcome to online class standard 11 subject chemistry. Students, in the 11th standard chemistry, the concept which we are going to discuss is types of redox reactions. Already we have completed about what are called as redox reactions and how to study the redox reactions in terms of oxidation number. Everything we have completed so far, and using this video we'll be familiar with what are the types of redox reactions. Okay, look here, these are the 5 different types of redox reactions. What are they? Number 1 is combination reaction, number 2 is decomposition reaction, number 3 is displacement reaction, and in the displacement reaction we have 2 types further. Those are metal displacement and non-metal displacement. Then fourth one is auto redox reaction, and finally competitive electron transfer. Okay, so these are the types of redox reactions. What are they? Combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, auto redox reaction, and finally competitive electron transfer. Okay, let us see the types one by one. Look here, the type 1, combination reaction. Students, it's a very simple reaction. Look at the name, combination, which means combining of 2 or more substances. So point number 1 is given that it is a type of redox reaction, that we know already. Combination reaction is a type of redox reaction, and in this case 2 simple substances combine to form a single compound. Is it clear, students? What is combination reaction? It is a type of redox reaction in which any 2 simple substances combine to form a single compound. Okay, look here the example. The formation of carbon dioxide is taken. Carbon on combination with oxygen, carbon dioxide is produced. Can we explain this reaction in terms of oxidation number? What is the oxidation number of carbon? It is 0. We know that for free element the oxidation number always will be 0. Then for this oxygen, the oxidation number will be 0. It is a free molecule, and so its oxidation state will be 0. Okay, then what we have got? We have got carbon dioxide as the product. So in this case of carbon dioxide, what is the charge of carbon? If you calculate using the oxidation number rules, the charge of carbon will be +4, and we know the charge of oxygen is -2. Look here, in the reactant side the charge of carbon is 0, whereas in the product side the charge of carbon is +4. So there is an increase in the oxidation state, and in the previous video we have seen that whenever there is an increase in the oxidation state, we can say that the compound is oxidized. So here, which is the oxidized species? Carbon is the oxidized species, since its charge increases. Charge increases from 0 to +4. Okay, then come to oxygen. In the reactant side, what is its charge? Its charge is 0, whereas in the product side it is -2. So there is a decrease in the charges observed. Okay, whenever there is a decrease in charge, it is termed as reduction. So in this redox reaction, we can say that carbon is oxidized to carbon dioxide, whereas oxygen is reduced. Okay, since this reaction contains both oxidized and reduced part, it can be considered as a type of redox reaction. Okay, so type number 1 is over. Combination reaction, it's a very simple one. When 2 or more simple substances combine together to form a single compound, then such reactions are called as combination reaction. Okay, then type number 2 is decomposition reaction. Students, it is an opposite reaction to combination reaction. It is also a type of redox reaction, but it is entirely opposite to combination. In the case of combination, we have seen that simple substances combine to form a macromolecule, but in the case of decomposition reaction, a large molecule is splitted into 2 simpler molecules. Such kind of reactions are called as decomposition reaction. Look at the example. potassium perchlorate is taken, which is KClO3. It is on decomposition, it is converted into potassium chloride KCl and molecular oxygen O2. Okay, okay. So look at the definition. A single compound decomposes into two or more fragments. And in this reaction also we can identify which is oxidized and which is reduced. Okay, students. Here what is the charge of oxygen in the reactant side? Can you calculate what is the charge? Here it is -6. Sorry. For potassium it is +1 and for chlorine it is -1. How many oxygens we have? We have 3 oxygens, so it can be written as 3x, that is equal to 0. Okay, look here. In the case of potassium perchlorate, the charge of oxygen is -2 in the reactant side. In the product side it is 0. So -2 to 0. Charge increases or decreases, there is an increase in charge, and we know that increase in charge means that is called as oxidation. So in the case of this decomposition reaction, chlorine is said to be oxidized. Then come to the charges of chlorine. In the reactant side, the charge of chlorine is +5. Okay, but in the product side it is -1. So from +5 it is reduced or it is decreased to -1. So we can say that chlorine has undergone reduction process. Okay, my dear students. So in the same reaction itself, both oxidation and reduction taking place. So it is a type of redox reaction. Okay, so what is decomposition reaction? It is a type of redox reaction in which a single compound decomposes into two or more fragments. And look at the second point. Different elements of the same compound undergoes oxidation and reduction. Different element in the sense, here the compound is KClO3. Both the oxidized and the reduced component are present within the same compound itself. Both chlorine and oxygen present within potassium perchlorate. So that is explained in the point number 2. The different elements of the same compound undergoes oxidation and reduction. Okay, so with this decomposition reaction is over. Then let us see about displacement reaction. Okay, dear students, it is a type 3. It is telling that it is a type of redox reaction in which an ion or an atom in a compound is replaced by another atom or ion, and such reactions are called as displacement. The place of one atom is displaced or replaced by another atom, and so these reactions are called as displacement reactions. Okay, so what is displacement reaction? The place of an atom or an ion will be displaced or will be replaced by another atom or ion, and the reaction is called as displacement reaction. And here there are two types of displacement reactions. Those are metal displacement and non-metal displacement. Okay, so what are the types of displacement reactions? There are two types. Those are metal displacement and non-metal displacement. Look here, metal displacement reaction. Look here, students, here I have placed a picture. Okay, look at the first beaker. A blue colored solution is taken, which is copper sulfate. Okay, so in the copper sulfate solution, a rod which is made by zinc is dipped. After some time, if we look at that beaker, the blue color of the solution is changed into colorless, whereas there is a brown color layer over the zinc rod. Okay, it is due to the displacement reaction. Okay, students, look here. The zinc from this zinc rod displaces copper from this copper sulfate. Is it clear? The zinc from the metal rod displaces the copper from the copper sulfate reaction, and that displacement reaction is called as metal displacement reaction. Let us see the equation. Look here, CuSO4, which is copper sulfate. In the solution of copper sulfate, what rod is immersed? Zinc rod is immersed. As a result, the place of copper in the copper sulfate solution, the place of copper is occupied by zinc, and the product is metallic copper and zinc sulfate. So clear, students? The place of one metal is displaced or it is occupied by another metal, and so this reaction is called as a metal displacement reaction. With the example, we can understand very clearly. When a zinc rod is dipped in a copper sulfate solution, the place of zinc is replaced or displaced by metallic zinc, and so this reaction is called as metal displacement reaction. And here also both oxidation and reduction is observed. In the reactant side, the oxidation state of zinc is 0, whereas in the product side it is +2. So there is an increase in the charge is observed. Whenever there is an increase in charge, it is termed as oxidation. And reduced species is, in the reactant side the charge of copper is 2+, whereas in the product side it is 0. So we can say that copper has undergone reduction process. So in the single reaction itself, both oxidation and reduction takes place, and so it is an example for redox reaction. Okay, so what is called as metal displacement reaction? It is a type of redox reaction in which the place of one metal is occupied or displaced by another metal. Okay, then come to the second type of displacement reaction, which is non-metal displacement reaction. Okay, look at the example, students. Zinc hydrochloric acid. We know that hydrochloric acid is a liquid, whereas zinc is a solid. When the zinc pieces are allowed to react with hydrochloric acid, such reaction is observed, the formation of zinc chloride and the liberation of hydrogen gas. So in the zinc chloride, if we observe very clearly, the place of hydrogen is displaced by a metal. So we can say that the place of a non-metal, hydrogen is a non-metal, whereas zinc is a metal. So we can say that when the place of a non-metal is displaced by a metal, such kind of displacement reactions are called as non-metal displacement reaction. Okay, it is also a displacement reaction, but only there is a change. In the case of metal displacement reaction, the place of a metal will be displaced by a metal, whereas in the case of non-metal displacement reaction, the place of a non-metal is displaced by a metal. Okay, and here also both oxidation and reduction is seen. Look here, in the reactant side the charge of zinc is 0, whereas in the product side the charge of zinc is +2. So there is an increase in the charge. An increase in charge is termed as oxidation. Likewise, in the reactant side the charge of hydrogen is +1, whereas in the product side it is 0. So there is a decrease in charge, and it is termed as reduction. Okay, so in the same reaction both oxidation and reduction is seen, and so it is an example of redox reaction. Okay, then type number 4 is disproportionation reaction. It can also be called as auto-redox reaction. It's a very simple one. Look at the definition first. In some redox reactions, the same compound can undergo both oxidation and reduction. Look here, let us take the example of hydrogen peroxide, H2O2. In the hydrogen peroxide, the charge of oxygen is -1. It is given there itself. Okay, it is on decomposition, it is converted into water molecule H2O and oxygen O2. In the water molecule, the charge of oxygen is -2, whereas in the molecular oxygen, its charge is 0. Okay, so in this reaction, both oxidized and reduced species is oxygen. So same element is oxidized as well as it is reduced. Such kind of reactions are called as disproportionation reaction, or it is called as auto-redox reaction. Hydrogen peroxide H2O2, there the charge of oxygen is -1. It is on a redox reaction decomposed to water molecule H2O, and in which the charge of oxygen is -2, and molecular oxygen in which the charge of oxygen is 0. Okay, so the same compound is both oxidized and reduced. Such kind of reaction is called as auto-redox reaction. Okay, so it is given that in some redox reactions, the same compound can undergo both oxidation and reduction. In such reactions, the oxidation state of one and the same element is both increased and decreased. Okay, okay. Then finally, we have competitive electron transfer reaction. Okay, dear students, just now we have seen about metal displacement reaction, the displacement of copper metal by zinc metal. Okay, but if we think the reverse reaction, whether copper can displace zinc or not, but it cannot displace. Okay, so from this observation we can conclude that we have two different metals. No, what are they? One is zinc and the one more is copper. Out of those metals, zinc has more tendency to release electrons, whereas copper has more tendency to accept electrons. So this is termed as competitive electron transfer. For every atom they will have a different tendency to lose as well as gain electrons. That is called as competitive electron transfer. Okay, okay. So in this video, what are the things we have seen? The types of redox reactions. About combination reaction we have seen, then decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, metal displacement reaction, non-metal displacement reaction, auto redox reactions, and finally competitive electron transfer. Okay, dear students, it's very important concept. You can watch the video twice to have a clear and better understanding. Thank you.